Welcome to a new video, and we're going to be doing polyrhythmic exercises today. This was inspired by actually this video that I'm about to show you. It was making its rounds on Facebook recently, maybe just me. I've seen it many times, but maybe you have as well. So here it is. And you can see that all you need, well, you don't really need this, but you can just use this cheat sheet. And what this is, for each of your hands, it's 1 over the measure, how frequently you do a strike. So that's 1 over 1, so that's on every measure, 1/2, 1/3, 1/4, etc. And you can permutate all of these. That's 4 by 4 times flip it with both hands. So that's going to be 32 different rhythms that your hands will be doing. And you can use this either on the desk when you're bored, when you don't have your instrument with you, or on the instrument, and see what kind of nice little melodies and rhythms we can get out of it. And then you just multiply that by the amount of notes and tone fields that you have, or even moving them around, and it just basically opens up a whole new world of new things that you can play. So without further ado, let's see. Let's start with the simplest one. So we're gonna go leading on the right hand, and then we'll see, go down the pattern, then go to number 2, go down, number 3, go down, etc. And just choose one tone field at first. So easiest one, both hands on 1. So all that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Pretty straightforward. You can choose any 2 fields, basically. It's the easiest thing you can do. All right, let's go right hand on 1, so 1 measure, and 1/2 measure on the left hand. What does that mean? That means switch it up a bit. Simple. As with any exercise, be sure to do it slowly at first, not like me, because I'm doing it way too quickly, and then you can speed it up if you can stay consistent. Some tone fields may not sound good together. You'll just have to experiment on that. Let's move on to right hand on 1 measure, left hand on 1/3. So that's triplets. So it'll sound like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and switch up either your right hand where it goes, so it can be or you can switch up where your left hand goes, which is going to be harder for lefties. Now let's go to a quarter. So right hand is on 1, quarter on the right hand, which means 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Switch up the right hand. Now we went through one cycle. Keep in mind, you can also do variations on the speed as well if you feel comfortable with it. So one thing you can vary is the tempo. So it can be from and speed it up. The other thing you can vary is how hard you hit the instrument, and really just pick on the standard tempo and just start kind of softly and build your way up. So it can be And the third thing, as I talked about during the exercise, change where your hand goes, even in the middle of each measure. Now you can go down next to right hand on 2, left hand on 1. So that would sound like this. Let's put 2 fields. So this is 1/2. Both hands on 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So next would come the really hard part, which is the 2-3 or the 3-2. We're going to skip over that, and I'll tell you why that's the hardest one. But we can jump to 2 and 4, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Switch your hands. Okay, now for the next one, to be able to do 2 and 3 together, and if you've never been a drummer, it's going to be difficult. So I suggest, as a metronome, you can try to use your foot and stomp your foot on the ones, and it'll help you keep kind of track of things. So if you think of it separately, it's going to be easy, because if you're tapping your foot 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, this is the 2. That's easy. The other side, it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now, how does that sound together? Now, the way that sounds together is less annoying note combination. So my left hand is doing 2s, the right hand is doing 3s. quite difficult. It isn't the most difficult when I had to stop and think about it myself. So you can do it separately, but really to keep you in time, I suggest tapping with your foot. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Dun, dun, dun. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then you can try to put it together. This one will frustrate you the most, so don't worry about it if it doesn't work out. Keep trying. Just practice on your lap whenever you're about, on the bus, waiting around, bored, watching TV, whatever it is. So that's really it. So keep practicing that, and it'll sound right because you'll understand the groove. It has this groove that is very unmistakable, the 2-3 or the 3-2. It's like... see that it just turns into its own melody once you get that groove going. So it's got this really funky, like pa 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 pa.